everyone, Ricardo here, and today I want to talk to you about 2020, but not the pandemic 2020. The 2020 I did 12 different 30-day challenges. In December 2019 I decided to do one 30-day challenge each month for the upcoming year. You might say, what, that's ambitious. And yes, it was. I didn't know what I set myself up to, but I knew I wanted to challenge myself and widen my horizon. So why 30 days? It's common practice on the internet. You might have already seen a 30-day challenge, but there's more to it. 30 days is just an arbitrary number, but it's a good one, and that for two reasons. First, I wanted to try new things, and to really know if I would like them in the future, I had to do them for some consecutive time until you get to the fun part. So 30 days is enough time for you to see if you would actually enjoy doing something. Second, as the habit-oriented guy I am, I know that you need at least 20 plus days to build a habit. So 30 days again is really good to see if the habit will stick in the future. So I sat down and thought about 12 different things I could do for 30 days each. Things I wanted to change, or just simple experiments to see how my body will feel and react to it. So this is my list. What would you have tried or added? So I'm curious, let me know. The no sugar challenge is the first, and it started it all. So you might have seen it somewhere else. It's a very common challenge, and I wanted to give it a try. How hard could it be? I wanted to find out how my body will react and how long it will take for me to actually adapt. I can tell you this, it was a really tough one. No sugar and no fruits either were mentally challenging. Already after the first few days, I had mood swings, sugar cravings, and so on. This went through nearly the whole challenge. When I ate, I felt like something was missing, like I was still hungry. And in the end, it took around 23 days to feel comfortable without sugar. Second challenge has been reading for 2 hours a day. It could have been less, but I wanted to make it challenging. And 2 hours have been more than challenging. What completely changed to my first challenge was that I had to take time out of my day to actually do the challenge instead of just restricting myself. So that is one of the major differences between the challenges. You could have something you need extra time for it, or you could just do something you already do throughout your day and you just change it up. So I was not a big reader before this challenge, and that's why I picked it. I really wanted to become one, and I knew the best way to do this was to make it a habit. So this challenge has been the one with the biggest impact. Not only the few books I read throughout the 30 days, it stuck with me ever since. So I've been reading daily, even if it's just for a tiny bit, but I'm reading. The third challenge was meditating. Meditating is one of those things you always hear about its benefits, but I was never really consequent enough. So I took this challenge and meditated 30 minutes each day and wanted to give meditation a real chance. This was overall a nice and easy challenge. Sometimes I didn't feel like it and I did it anyway, but this happened to most of the challenges. So I'm not really meditating these days anymore, but it's still a skill I learned nonetheless. And sometimes I come back to these breathing techniques and mantras. Buongiorno. I have Italian roots, but I never really learned Italian. I still have family in Italy, so this was my chance to change something about my Italian skills. Every day I sat down for an hour and I learned and studied Italian. So in the end, I was not able to see my Italian aunt and talk to her, but we talked a little on the phone, so this was a win. She could understand me. I can say that learning a new language is not an easy task, even though you have some basic knowledge about it. And if you don't use it constantly, you will most likely forget a lot about it. Daily journaling was something I already did a few times before. After the first 4 challenges and the ongoing pandemic, I needed some structure back into my day, and I thought this would help. This is a very simple and straightforward task. So I journaled in the morning and I journaled in the evening, and that's about it. Did it help? Might tell you later. The 6th challenge was daily walking, to explore the physical and mental benefits. It's something everyone has access to. You can just go outside and walk for 10, 20, 30 minutes or even more. In summer it's probably the best. Home office going on and you sitting inside like all the time. Going outside was really nice. Doing that daily really helped, and the good weather just made it better. Today I still go for a walk from time to time, but it's not fixed on my schedule. As a coffee lover, I wanted to experience how it is to step back from caffeine and live without it for 30 days. It falls kind of in the same category as the no sugar challenge, but it surprised me as my body reacted completely different to it. Without sugar, I could feel it mentally. It took way less to annoy me. Without caffeine, on the other hand, I was feeling it physically. From headaches to sleeplessness. It definitely took some time to get the toxins out of my body. A skill on the list was video editing. I finally wanted to learn how to do it. Bouncing between Premiere Pro and After Effects, I learned the basics. It even helped me in my day job, and it helps me edit these videos as well. Going zero waste for an entire month was a challenge I was curious about if this is going to be hard or easy. And I found out, probably not the answer you were looking for, it depends. Sometimes unwrapped, unpacked alternatives are easy to find, but there are also things you just can't get around. It gave me important insights on sustainability and made me more aware when I do my groceries today. Playing the guitar, another skill on my list, but this one I failed so horribly, unbelievable. So I own a guitar for 8 years now, and I played here and there when I got it in high school, but then I just moved it with me for quite some time now. I wanted to see how good could I get if I dedicated 30 days to it, and the answer is not really good. I guess playing the guitar is just not for me. And to be honest, that's a realization which is also very positive. The fact that you know that something is not for you, even though you always thought it would be. The second last on the list is going vegan for 30 days. Another food restriction challenge. I started out with a meal plan, and that helped tremendously at the beginning. I really enjoyed it. Throughout the middle, I tried to do my own things here and there. The biggest problem were family dinners, but also them knew after a while. Overall, I'm not a big meat eater. I follow one easy and sustainable rule: no meat at home. The last and final challenge for 2020 was no social media. I changed my smartphone for an old Nokia, and the hardest part about this challenge has been the no smartphone part. I could really experience how these little devices make our lives so much easier when we are on the go. On the other hand, no social media was quite easy. As soon as I broke the habit, after the challenge ended, I was quite happy I could put my smartphone back in my pocket. But I was not missing any social media, which really surprised me. To me, it felt more like a bad habit instead of, some might argue, an addiction, which was very interesting. So after all of these challenges, what can I say? It was fun, but it was also very exhausting at the end. I was relieved, but also very proud that I made it through. The term sustainability came to me during the Zero Waste Challenge, and it stuck with me since then. As no matter what you do, in the end, it needs to be sustainable. You can hardly do all of these challenges together and keep them up for years. That's just not sustainable. But in the end, that's the goal. To find the things you enjoy, the ones that make you happy, and keep on doing them. I indeed widened my horizon with these challenges. I learned a bunch of new skills. Some challenges had a bigger impact, some less, but all of them brought new ideas to me. So if you are interested in doing something new, schedule a 30-day challenge, dedicate a whole month to it. You have nothing to lose and you can only come out wiser. So that's it from me for today. Hope you enjoyed it and see you guys in the next one.